Welcome everybody to another episode of Dave's Movie Dailies. I'm here chilling, taking my break from work. About to do my Dave's Movie Dailies. So I wanted to talk about one movie and one show that I'm gonna talk about it in two parts. So the first one's gonna be A Complete Unknown. I decided to cover up my hair because it's a little messy. As you can see, I trimmed down my beard. But yeah, A Complete Unknown, which was directed by James Mangold and released December 25th, 2024. Now, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading off my notes. But yeah, this movie was one of the best films that I had seen of 2024. It starred Timothée Chalamet, which is the correct way of saying it's not Timothy, it's Timothée Chalamet. And it stars Timothée Chalamet, Elle Fanning, Monica Barbaro, and Edward Norton. Now, this movie literally chronicles the Bob Dylan's early years. If you're familiar with Bob Dylan, he was a folk singer, but it chronicles the start of his life, pretty much in the humble beginnings of his career. In New York, he arrives with his guitar and wicked talent. He had one dream to change American music. One dream he set forth in a whirlwind of relationships during his tenure to fame. So this dude was like literally in the course of him getting together his music and getting fame and all that stuff. He literally he was in relationships. He was married. He was having affairs. He was doing a lot of stuff that he shouldn't be doing. But the thing is, that's what fame does to you. It brings a lot of unwanted attention, and you just allow yourself to fall into the temptation. That's why us as men have to be very careful who we let around our circle, our inner circle. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad. But especially when we start making it in life, we have to be very careful what kind of stuff we let into our lives. A lot of these great musicians, like Elvis Presley, a lot of these great musicians, they got with people that were chilling with them, that they were introduced into drugs and all this other stuff, and they messed themselves up, you know. And he partied and he was with women and all that stuff, so he was doing his thing. But one thing that he did was leave a catalog of great music. He's still alive. He didn't leave because he's still alive. But he has a catalog of great American folk music. A lot of music that a lot of us know that we wouldn't have known that it was him. But yes. So during as time persists, his liking for the genre of music that he had chosen, which was folk music, kind of starts to hit a decline in his liking toward it, and he becomes restless with this type of music. So he seeks other music. He seeks other type of the folk music that he sings was always with the basic guitar. It wasn't an electric guitar. It was a basic guitar, and that's how the music was done. But some of this music was just like, it's timeless. But then he decides that he wants to introduce electric guitar music, and a lot of the folk fans hated it, and they felt betrayed. So he goes through a lot of that. Toward the end of this film, he gets a lot of hate and stuff, but he's still a legend. So he grows restless with this type of music, and he shocks the world when he chooses a controversial choice to change the genres. So what he did was he decided one day, and in the film, I don't know how accurate this is. It probably was accurate. Who knows? But Johnny Cash was there, and he's like, "Well, I'm interested in hearing what you got." And he comes out with an electric guitar, and he starts, shredding. But he was hated, and it's actually documented. This final performance he did, that's documented in the movie. People were throwing, I guess, fruit or stuff at him or whatever the case. All in all, this movie was, to me, it was a great music. When I first started watching it, I was seeing Timothée Chalamet when he was playing Bob Dylan. But somewhere in the midst of the watching of this movie, Timothée Chalamet disappeared, and I started to see Bob Dylan. I started to see, because he got so lost in his character. So I'm assuming that's why this movie. I had a feeling right off the bat when I saw this movie that this movie was going to be nominated for some kind of awards, and this was just some of the array of different awards that it was nominated for. The film was nominated for 2025's Oscars Best Picture, 2025's Best Actor in Leading Role for the Oscars, which was Timothée Chalamet, 2025 Best Actress in a Supporting Role, which was Monica Barbaro, for the Oscars as well. 2025's Best Film at the BAFTA Awards, which is it's I believe it's London Awards. It's from Great Britain. 2025's Best Writing at the Oscars, Adapted Screenplay. 2025's Best Actor in a Supporting Role was Edward Norton. Best Actor in a Leading Role, Timothée Chalamet, and very much more. It was more than the Oscars. It was also the BAFTAs. It was the SAG Awards. It was I think the SAG Awards was the only one that Timothée actually won. It was the Golden Globes, and there's so many other awards. I believe award season's over now. I got to see most of them. I still have to see the Oscars. I'm a little behind, but yeah, this movie got nominated for a lot of awards, so it's definitely a must watch. Like for me, from a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a straight up 10. Great film, very entertaining. If you're into the music, you'll love them. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even a fan of Bob Dylan like that, but after this movie, I wanted to download his music because it was just, it was intriguing, to know that I knew some of these songs. I was a big fanatic of some of these songs. As a matter of fact, if you ever watch the movie Watchmen, the opening sequence, there's a song that's playing. It's The Times They Are Changing, and that's sung by Bob Dylan. I was about to say Timothée Chalamet. But yes, this has been Dave D. Saint with another Dave's Movie Dailies, and the movie that I chose today was A Complete Unknown. Definitely check that out. I think there's a couple of showing still in the theaters. If not, it should be on streaming soon. So yes, this is I'm gonna let you go, and I'll come back for the next one soon.